back to the Calisthenics Chronicles. If there is a day I say that right the first time. A series where I document my journey to calisthenics mastery via working out outdoors here in Alaska. And this video is going to be a really short one as compared to prior videos. It'll probably be my shortest video ever, and that's fine. Basically, we're going to hop right into it. This last week, was a good week and a bad week altogether. Good week in that I got all my workouts done, did really well on them. The only things I missed were a couple of cardios, one core workout. So 2 cardio workouts, 1 core workout. That's all I missed last week, or as for this video. So not too shabby, to be frank, to be fair. Some highlights are leg day was really good and brutal. I pushed pretty hard, did really well. I really noted that. God damn. And my squats are coming in quite nicely. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with them. The calf raises, I'm struggling actually with the calf raises. I gotta say, calf raises, I wish that there must be some way where I can leverage more of the calf or feel more of the calf. Kind of get that mind-muscle connection. But I'll figure that out some other time. And then upper body, the only one I don't know how I managed to miss out on some of my content. And so upper body, the only one I managed to get, I think was Friday. And there was a band playing at the skate park, kind of like a little community event. Seemed really cool, high energy, fun, not for me. I was focused on my workout, and I got her done. And it was really solid workout. So, sorry, neighbor. Okay, so lost train of thought. So, really, last week was really simple, really easy. There's not really much to it. There's some wins, some fails, but there was a bad thing. My computer went kaput. Basically, long story short, hard drive took a crap. Had to transfer everything from my hard drive onto my SSD. Had to buy a new SSD. I bought a new RAM stick to help me with video editing, and it turned out the RAM came in defective, so I have to send that back. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, the computer issue kept me from uploading on Wednesday, but I did manage to get uploaded on Friday, and now we're back on schedule. I will upload this tonight. Will be hunky-dory. So that was the only bad thing, I would say. But there was some fails that happened last week, and that was weight loss. Sticking to my diet, I didn't do so quite well. Again, so this is chapter 5, but really it's like week 7 or 8. I've lost track, honestly, of the weeks, which is fine. I really don't care. The thing is I'm going to go back in time, gather as much information as I can. I've written down all my reps and everything, so get back all that information, plug it into an Excel sheet, and that way I can see kind of what the deal is. And basically what it's going to show is that for the whole last month, I've maintained this 260 pound level, which sucks, but I think this week is finally the break even. But I'll review that more next video. And in terms of wins, though, I did manage to kind of stabilize my dips with using the band around the knee. I think that's a lot better. And then I took that same idea and applied it to my pull-ups. The pull-up bar and my height do not match very well, but that pull-up bar that I use at that Fit Lot is the only one whose diameter is appropriate enough for my hands. And so I'm only going to use that one. However, being tall-ish, I'm not tall, I'm 5'10", but for that bar, I kept on having to struggle with bending my knees, pushing off the ground, slightly jumping, blah, 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 blah. And then I tried doing a pull-up with the band around my knee, and then I tucked my knees under me. And I was able to fully lengthen out and do full pull-up as of this Monday. So you'll see that next week. But that is something I unlocked this last week. So, and that is basically it. So, moving on, next week and future content is going to look a lot different. Instead of doing this desk talk and you can see my workout in the background, instead you're going to come with me. You're going to come with me on Monday, on Wednesday, and Friday workouts. And you're just going to see the whole thing. I'm going to cut it up so it's not so dry and boring to watch. But yeah, I think this is going to work a lot better for the storytelling aspect of my series. So look forward to that. I'm really excited to put it out. And hopefully you'll like it. I know I will. I'm already enjoying just recording it. And that tells me that it's a right step in the right direction. And so my challenge for you this week in the comments is going to be we have 4th of July coming actually right around the corner. So do you plan to work out consistently this holiday weekend break? My university is taking where I work at. I'm technically going to be starting school this fall, but my university takes an extra 2 days off, so I get a 4-day weekend starting tomorrow, 2 days leading up to 4th of July. But I still intend to do my workouts and do all the things. I'm also potty training my 2.5-year-old. We got a token board all set and ready. Nothing. He's going to be running around a little naked boy. That's going to be fun. But that's what I'm doing this weekend. But instead of a challenge, why don't you tell me, what are your plans for this 4th of July? Do you plan to work out? Do you plan to stick it to the diet? Because, 4th of July, lots of yummy food. So, what are we doing? Let me know down in the comments. I'm excited to know. And if you sometimes if you write it down, the right thing, the thing you want to do, publicly, the chances of you actually doing it are way higher. It's a psychological thing. I'm not a psychology major or anything of the sort, but I do understand the human psyche, and I do understand that putting thought out into the universe, especially in a public space, generally is going to invite impetus to act appropriately. And so we have come to the end of this format for this series. I feel like the format does have its place, just not for this series. I think that this format will work for other styles of content that I do plan to put out in the future after this series, but not for this series. I'm going to tell this story a little bit differently. So, I will see you next week. Peace out. No excuses.